Hi my friends, Mark here, and I'm in my kitchen and I'm going to do one of the most popular ordered meals in an Indian restaurant. And you will woo your friends and family with this recipe because it's so full of flavour. It's the Malai Kofta, and it's just these dumplings in this delicious gravy. So let's go and do it. So the first thing we're going to do is make the koftas, and for the full recipe and ingredient list, check the link in the description box below. Now what I've got here is I've just boiled two medium-sized potatoes in the jackets, and I've grated that finely, and I've got some paneer here. It's Indian cheese, you can find it in any supermarket, and I've grated that as well. And I've got some about a tablespoon of walnuts, but you could use almond flour or even cashew paste. I've got a tablespoon of cornflour or cornstarch there. And I have a pinch of chili and a pinch of garam masala. Now we're just going to mix these all up. Plus I've got a pinch of salt there, and you just want to salt that to your taste. And we're just going to mix this really thoroughly. You want to mix this so it's all combined very well. You can actually stuff these dumplings as well with dried fruit and nuts. And that's another really nice effect, but I like them just the way they are. So this is what our koftas mixture looks like once it's been mixed really well. And I'm just going to make a little ball here. We're going to deep fry these in some hot oil, or you can shallow fry them if you like. That's what they look like. So I've got some olive oil here heating up, and we're just going to make our sauce. And I'm just going to put half a cinnamon stick in there, which I'll just break up and leave. I've got 5 green cardamom pods and 2 to 3 cloves, and we're just going to let that heat up. And I've got some curry leaves here, but if you haven't got curry leaves, you could use bay leaves. And this is going to start popping, and so we'll get a nice big pop. We just want to add a little pinch of mace, and the next thing we're going to put in is our onions, and I've minced these onions in a blender. So I'm just going to add 3/4 of a tablespoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. These onions cook right down till they're a golden colour, and that will take probably 4 or 5 minutes. And I've got it on a medium to high heat. So any comments, questions or queries you have, put them in the comments box below. I'm happy to answer them. So this has been on for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it's starting to change colour now, and I'm just going to add a tablespoon of crushed garlic or minced garlic, tablespoon of ginger, and a little bit of chili as well that I minced up as well, but that's optional, of course. I like chili, so I've got about 2 green chilies that I minced as well. So I've fried this for another minute, and I can really start to smell it now. And the reason I've done this is to really bring the flavours out of the spices. The onion and the ginger and the garlic really changes the whole flavour. If you don't fry it for that long and get this colouring into the onions, you won't get that deep flavour through the sauce. And I'm just going to add about 1.5 cups of tomato puree now. Basically, once we're going to cook these tomatoes up until you start to see the oil separating from the tomatoes, and that will take, say, about 10 minutes. So as you can see now, the tomato's nice and thick. It's like a big thick paste now, and a little bit of the oil is starting to separate from the tomato. So I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of my garam masala and just mix that through. I'm going to add a cup of peas and stir those through, and 2 cups of water, and we're just going to let that come back up to a boil and simmer off and thicken up again. And also I'm going to put in some cashew paste. That basically I just mix some cashews with a little bit of water, a handful of cashews, and put it in the blender. The alternative, if you don't want to use cashews, which is a really healthy alternative and a really beautiful taste, is to use cream. So now we're going to cook our koftas, and I've got some oil here which we're going to deep fry. You could shallow fry these, and I'm just going to check the temperature, and when a skewer, wooden skewer, you put it in and it starts to bubble like that, you know that the oil's hot enough. And so I'm just going to add about 3 of these to the oil. And you want these to go a nice golden brown. So I've just moved these around a little bit, and as you can see, the dumplings now are beautifully golden brown and they're perfect. And I'm just going to add these to our beautiful tomato and cashew sauce. Okay, so this sauce is thickened up really nicely now, and that was on for another 5 or 10 minutes. And it's nice, and this is just going to go onto our koftas now. And it looks and smells absolutely delicious. So I can't wait to try these Malai Kofta with this delicious cashew and tomato sauce, and it smells fantastic. You could have this with bread or rice, a little chapati or a naan, but I've got it with rice here, and it's absolutely delicious, I'm sure. That sauce is divine, and the dumplings are just rich and smooth. Kids will love this, and your friends and family will think you're a genius if you serve this up to them. So that's it for me this week. So happy cooking in the kitchen, guys, and I hope to see you next time on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be able to see all the new recipes when they're released. And to find out even more, visit my website. And also you can register for a free online cooking class there. And visit me on Facebook and Google+, and check out all my other great recipes on my channel.